we're not going to get pension.
No, we're not going to live. We're not going to be either we're not going to live there or they're not going to have it. It's not going to be there.
Social Security.
The money's not going to be there.
Retirement,
by the time we got 40, 50, 60 years.
And they say that was one of the reasons why the pandemic happened in the first place, because they're trying to get rid of all the baby boomers so they don't have to pay out Social Security. Think about it.
I think it's something to say that, like, Trump, one of the most important, arguably the most important person in America.
Clever motherfucker.
Not he doesn't wear his mask 99.9% of the time. So I
really?
think that, and he's 70 years old.
I haven't seen a picture or video. Well, Jim Justice,
and he's around people 24/7. Yeah. So I think that tells you something.
Well, they're probably all wearing masks.
The whole
hypothetically, they're probably all wearing masks. He's like, you guys need to wear a mask, but I don't need to wear one myself. Well, I think he's obviously not, but I think the other ones are going to be like, this is the president. We need to protect him, because that's what wearing your mask does. It protects the ones around you.
Right.
So I think they're going to be like, we need to wear one.
So the president
is yeah.
He treated him like the gold child. I'm so done.
Well, like Jim's
like Aang from the Avatar, bro. He got COVID. He got it.
Like Jim Justice is on TV talking about, if you guys don't start wearing masks, we're going to start. You're going to have to. It's like, where's your mask?
Oh yeah.
Like, where's yours
Jim
at?
Was not playing.
It's like, man, he's giving all these. Like, you go eat some Bob Evans and shut up. Like, I don't care what you have to say. Mandate what you want. I might follow it because I don't want to go to prison, but I don't mean I like you.
I don't disagree with the mask.
I don't either. At the end of the day, if you want to work so bad then wear your mask and go to work.
Right.
If it means so much for you to go out to eat, put a mask on.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that wouldn't really work as much going out to eat.
Well,
but
you know what I mean? But when you get there until you get to the table, you should wear a mask. I feel like people are getting sick. I feel like there is a pandemic. I feel like it's not that bad. I really don't think
it's being personified.
I don't like the people who are dying are the people that's dying anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Like statistically saying, these are people who are going to the hospital dying from natural causes, from influenza, from all these other freaking diseases, and they just happen to have it. No, they're just marking them COVID. Well,
yeah,
bro.
That's happening.
Yeah, they're just marking them COVID.
They get government assistance. Like they had to shut down. Let's just say New York. They had to shut down a good portion of their hospital and reserve it for COVID only patients. So they start going bankrupt, but then the government's like, well, for COVID cases, we're going to give you, let's say $10,000. Yeah, $10,000
it's like
per
an
patient.
Incentive to get COVID patients.
This guy goes and gets hit by a fucking bus, and he's in critical condition. He's about to die.
He coughed once.
He
coughed
fucking
one time
coughed.
before he died.
I saw him fucking sneeze, dude. And then, he's got fucking COVID.
COVID death. Yeah. And that's how they're marking him. They want that tax write-off, just like everyone else in the hospital. Because the businesses, they're getting tax write-offs, but the hospital is the only way to get it. Yeah, they're taking care of the COVID patients.
And the only way to really be able to tell whether or not, or how much of a problem COVID really is if they start doing, I think Colorado started doing it, where they separate, like, it's probable for them to have COVID and they died.
Well, we're doing that
they were
too.
actually tested and they actually died.
Yeah, we're doing that too. We have the probable. They're splitting it into probable and what we have. We're not just
starting to do that.
They were doing that from the start. From the start, Western was saying these are probable cases. These are confirmed cases. We can't count these probable.
See, that's what they need to do. Like countrywide, because I know it's
there's
not
separation.
That's
going to cut down on the fear. I mean, I don't know if that's a good idea, because then less people are going to wear masks.
That's why the government is media. That's what media hurting is.
Yeah.
They're making that final decision. Should we give them the whole truth or half truth? Because that's what we basically just explained right there. Like, if we don't tell them that, then maybe they won't heed our words as much. That right there is the media control.
Well, that reminds me. That reminds me of something. I was talking to my wife
about. Give it to them straight.
And she said, it was when the riots first started and everything first popped off.
Stupid
everybody was like,
pointless.
Well, coronavirus is gone. See, and it never existed. And I said, no.
Right.
What's going on is the media has to cover what's new. The riots are happening. They can stop tomorrow. Right. Nobody riot ever again. The COVID ain't gonna be gone tomorrow. So you got to cover what needs covered right now.
Right then, the top news. That's why it's called top news.
Yeah, it's if Brad shoots somebody, that's going to be a bigger story than some guy
died from a cold.
Or some guy with AIDS. Like that AIDS ain't going away, but Brad just killed somebody.
That there ain't gonna happen every day type deal.
Especially around here. Right. Like it's news, it pops.
Yeah, but the riots was also another part of like hurting. Like, that right there was
sensibilization.
Yeah, bro. Like they trying to get us to really forget what the issue is itself. Like, yeah, we had a problem with us being stuck in the house and this, that, and the other, but that was actually a good thing for us.
I didn't mind saying that. I wish I could have stayed in the house.
I think it was the best thing for us. I think all the jobs should have cut down for at least a week or two. Like, flat out, nobody go to work. Because I'm working with people who nose dripping,
coughing, sneezing.
They're like, he definitely has something. I don't know if it's COVID or what, but I don't want to be in that option where I was around exposed to someone who had COVID and then they still let him work because it was his choice. If it's something that we need to deal with, we need to deal with it completely. Like, if we're going to deal with it half-assed, then guess what? We're going to get half-assed results.
Well, my job, if they think you have it, you get sent home.
That's good.
There is no, if you got symptoms of it, if you got one symptom, you got a headache, we're sending you home for at least 3 days.
Right, to confirm, just to confirm.